Hey guys, it's your boy M.K.S here, back in another video. I had a bit of a panic attack in my last video. I don't know if anyone noticed. I was like a bit nervous. I was having some negative thoughts. I was trying to compose myself and relax. Don't know what the trigger that, but yeah, I was feeling a bit under the weather or a bit nervous, like some of my paranoias were playing up or whatever. But anyway, I don't know if that came across. So I apologize if it wasn't as good as I tried to make it. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed if you did watch part 2, but anyway, please check out parts 1 and 2. With that being said, if you can, and obviously, I mean, if you support these videos, if you watch these videos and like the videos and all that, it will go some way towards helping not only me but mainly even possibly even more so people across Africa, which obviously would make me feel good. That's why I'm doing it. But anywho, so I think that covers the intro. So here goes, as I say, continuing on from parts 1 and 2. Point number 21. I would love to make like a one-stop place, or one-stop shop, as I call it, for all things African tech. So all the different companies, corporations, organizations, networks, governments, NGOs, big tech companies or whatever that want to invest in African tech and train young people in African tech can perhaps come together as one. So they sort of share ideas, share resources, invest together, and that sort of thing. So I think it'd be great if governments could host that sort of thing. And unfortunately, obviously with COVID and things like that, it's hard, as I said before, like to facilitate sort of summits, conferences, events and things like that. But so maybe it would have to be done online, but maybe like different NGOs which support African countries and individuals, both in Africa itself and outside of Africa, including like also African governments as well as NGOs working together in cooperation with each other to sort of work in unison. I think they could do a lot together, and if Africans work together in creating, as I said before, like user-friendly stuff, accessibility for people with disabilities and different backgrounds, and I say user-friendly technology, maybe even cheaper technology, so more people can afford it, as many people as possible, and work together to help African countries and individuals have more, as well as cross cooperation, like a faster internet access, so they can stay online for longer, and also like I think words. Sorry. Also, basically, obviously, it'd be easier to if the internet worked faster and was more like reliable in Africa and across Africa, and they work together like across cooperation, like what Rwanda does well, they could teach to Kenya and vice versa, so that they can really just help each other and be united as much as possible. So the goal is that sort of to also unite Africa together in technology and look at what they have in common and things like that. Number 22, again, they can learn from each other perhaps as a one-stop place and look to the future and what they can do in the future. Again, make technology more accessible, user-friendly, reliable, and things like that, and like transport those sorts of things around the world, like work together on making like a disk with as much storage space as possible. Also like how to keep children safe online, how families can use technology, and as well as businesses and organizations. So I think it'd be great if Africa was at the forefront of all those sorts of things, as it was sort of missed out on the first 3 industrial revolutions. I think it was that they missed out. I think this is the 4th industrial revolution, so it'd be great to see them lead the field in this area. So I think it'd be great, as I say, to all the friends and allies of Africa around the world to actually support them in technology. Number 23, I think it'd be great to have fundraising ideas, again, to donate profits from YouTube itself, maybe different companies like YouTube donate to parts of Africa, through sports events, music and things like that, to fundraise, and like businesses and individuals to donate to NGOs helping African technology and training, and again like cross cooperation, so that as many people as possible come together as one to support African tech. And I'm a great believer that, as I say, 2 heads are better than 1 in many cases. Like in many ways, I would love to be independent as much as possible and live alone, and that would be like avoiding distractions. But if I can network with people from a safe distance, I think it'd be great to work together with other people who might have ideas that can complement my ideas, and then complement my cover for my weaknesses with their strengths, and where I'm weak, they might be strong in that area, and we can work together and cooperate, or whatever you want to call it, so that we can work in unison as a cooperative sort of thing, working towards the same goal. And I think if we did that, we can share information and ideas which we don't not all of us know. So then when we share the information, I might know something someone else doesn't know, or have an idea someone else might not have thought of, and vice versa. So hopefully when we put them together, we can work on overcoming our weaknesses and utilizing our strengths. I hope that made sense. But yeah, it would be great to see as much funding going in towards things like tech training equipment, PCs, laptops, mobile phones, and things like that. And again, I'd always love to hear other people's ideas in the comment section. Maybe I have an idea that you don't like, and you can always say you don't like the idea and why, or what you think would be better, or whatever. And I hopefully will be as receptive or open, especially if you like, as much as possible. But again, this is about coming together, people to as many people in organizations, NGOs, and that sort of thing, governments and whatnot, to talk about what are the best ways to help Africa and to fundraise in this case in technology. Number 24, I said that'd be in the title, and I've said before, Africans, I think it'd be great if Africans practiced in technology for at least an hour a day, learned about technology and taught each other and things like that. And people who want to support Africa again, supported African learning for at least an hour a day, and hopefully make it into games and teach Africans to make games and programming and coding and software and things like that. But at the same time, maybe it could be even more than an hour, so as many hours as they can get. And I talked before as well about, but I wanted to re-mention this idea just to remind myself and others that if there's approximately 1 billion or so people in Africa itself, and then allies of Africa are working together towards that shared goal, if each one works for an hour a day, that towards the same goals and the same sort of projects, like creating discs or the next flash disk, or the next technological advancements, the next CD, the next DVDs, whatever there will be, if those can come from Africa, the next technological inventions and development and advancement and that sort of thing. I think by working together for at least an hour a day, or as many hours as possible, again, just if they work 1 hour each between them, they could work to about 1 billion hours between each other. I know that's not how it quite works, because it is a bit difficult to, I would imagine, or very difficult to work together towards the same sort of goals, towards the same thing. But hopefully, by working together, I'm excited by the prospect that they can work for 1 billion hours collectively, just by working 1 hour each. And then if they work 8 hours each towards shared goals, with encouragement from governments and families working together, and individuals and N.G.O.s and that sort of thing, then you can get that'll be about 8 billion hours a day between them. And obviously that adds up each year, so they can create those new technological advancements, and hopefully it'll benefit Africa as much as possible. Godspeed. Number 25, again, I think cross cooperation and sharing ideas and information, what each individual might not know, but when they work together, again, going back to my point about 2 heads being better than 1, and when 1 billion or so people work together, I'm sure they can come up with great things. I know sometimes you could say too many cooks spoil the broth, or too many leaders can get in each other's way, or whatever. But I think if they work together and agree to disagree on some areas, but work towards that shared goal of helping Africa to lead, I'm sure they could do some amazing things. I think it's a really exciting prospect to think of that idea, that many people will be working together, maybe even more than 1 billion around the world, to benefit African technology, and can unite people together and that sort of thing. Number 26, I think that, I'd love to see as many of those organizations as possible coming together and working together as one. And I think we're stronger together. And another thing is, I think that it could be a form of reparations, that tax exemptions or tax incentives, cuts and losses, whatever you call them, tax breaks or whatever, could be offered for investing in African tech. And I think that would be a really great idea, and I'd love to hear, as ever, what people think about that. 27, I think it'd be great to see a list of the top sponsors and supporters of African tech, so that encourages more people to to get involved and sponsor. Obviously, they'd want to increase their reputation, their PR, and things like that. Number 28, hopefully this will turn negative situations like the division, poverty, corruption, all those sorts of things. Hopefully that can be tackled through technology and will turn negatives into positives by working together. And number 29, I'd love to see people of colour generally and other groups supporting African tech, and instead of supporting things like the military or wars, people of colour like myself and other mixed race people and Asians and black Asian mixed race and Native Americans, as well as like Irish people, other groups, ethical people generally as well, all backgrounds, supporting African tech, those who want to see a better world, those who want to tackle poverty and things like that. I think would be an excellent thing to make the world a better place and hopefully more peaceful, loving, and that sort of thing, positive overall and generally. And number 30, again, hopefully we can share more ideas and advance the idea, and hopefully Africa will be advanced in technology and lead the way and keep advancing. And as ever, please let me know your thoughts. I'm out. Peace and love.